sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Oh, that's how you love her? You sanctify her, means set apart, and you get there, you talk to her. This is what the Lord wants us to be, how the Lord wants us to be as a husband, how the Lord wants us to be as a wife, how the Lord wants our kids to be. This is how you sanctify your household. Go ahead.
27. That he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish.
So I told you, God is coming back for a church that's clean. He ain't married no whore. Just like you, when you about to get married, you don't want to marry no whore. That man or woman. But people don't understand that. They say, come as you are. Okay. You better understand about this God. Don't show up to him not prepared. Let me show you what happened to the people that didn't do what they're supposed to do. Revelation chapter 22 and verse 12. This book is good. You listen to these people inside these churches, these Sunday churches. You trying to work your way to heaven. You trying to do these laws. You ain't gonna be able to do all these laws. I said, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Have you ever tried that? You won't even try to read it. Revelation chapter 22, verse 12. Still talking about the marriage. Verse 12, go ahead.
And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be.
Oh, no. He said his work. So, this is the last book of the Bible. Turn your page from that Bible. Turn your page. Any more scriptures in that Bible? No more. So much for them telling you you can't work your way to heaven. He gonna give every man according to his work. What you do in his body. Go ahead.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end,
Yes,
the
sir.
first and the last.
See, people don't understand in the scripture when God talks about when Jesus talked about in the Old Testament, said that he is the Father. He is the Father in the Old Testament. Because he wasn't the Son when he came through. When he came through Mary, that's when he became the Son. In the Old Testament, in Genesis, he was the Father. When in Philippians chapter 2, he told him, I count it not robbery to be equal to God. What does that mean? Meaning that him and the Father in the beginning, they was equal. But one had to come down here and be the Son. People don't understand that. They get confused. He was and still is the Father in the Old Testament all the way through. Jesus is the only one you ever dealt with. I dealt with. Period. But keep going. This is what he's talking about getting into his city.
Verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
That do what?
His commandments.
So it's an action, right? You got to do something. Make sure you take this to these Sunday preachers. Preachers. They're creatures anyway. Take it to these Sunday preachers. This scripture right here. When they say you can't do nothing to get in God's kingdom. Go ahead.
Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life.
Yes, sir.
And may enter in through the gates into the city.
He ain't talking about no apple tree. And most of the world teach y'all in school that Adam and Eve ate an apple. No, that tree of life is Jesus in the Old Testament. And the tree of knowledge of good and evil is Satan. We'll teach you that later on in other lessons. But let's look and see who didn't get in. Go ahead.
For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
This dog now, it ain't no four-legged animal. As we already understand, this is a homosexual. He called them dogs.
That's right.
Understand that. If you want to read that, Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17, he talks about that a homosexual being labeled as a dog. Ain't but one way he can have intercourse. He's a dog. Go ahead.
Jesus has sent mine angels to testify unto you these things in the churches.
Yes, sir.
I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star.
Yes, sir.
And the Spirit and the bride say, come. Let him that heareth say, come.
He said, the Spirit and the bride say, come. Who the bride? The church. It all comes together. You got to get married to the Lord. When you become baptized, when we baptize you, I ain't so quick to baptize anybody. When you get baptized and come out that water, you're going to be married to the Lord now. Meaning that he's really, really jealous once you start going against what he tells you to do. He going to hurt you. Because he's more jealous than any jealous husband that you ever can see on TV or anything. Don't play with that. Read that again.
And the Spirit and the bride say, come. Let him that heareth say, come. Let him that is athirst come. And whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely.
That's it. So we asking y'all, when you come to these Bible studies, the Sabbath class on Sunday, take the water, which is the word. Take it, drink it. How you drink it? You read it through your eyes. You listen to it. All this. This is how you get it inside your body. Not just showing up here one day holding the Bible. You ain't gonna get it. That's why your emotion going every way. Because you ain't got an intimate relationship with the Lord. You got an intimate relationship with the Word. And when you got so many emotional pulls left and right, I know who you listening to. I know. Because the first thing you come and tell me sometimes, man, these people doing this, these people, you worry about what them people doing in the Word. What the book say? What the book say? We getting this good book right here. Balance it. Balance your life from this Bible. That's how you're going to be balanced. I'm not saying you're not going to go through stuff, but you got to make sure that you be invited to the wedding. And how you get invited to the wedding? You got to keep this law. All right, we're going to stand and close out. Hope everybody understands the wedding of the Lord. And also,